morning, Marshall High, and thank you for tuning in this morning. I'm Kerry Wong with co-anchor Min Luong and Stephanie Smith with a wrap-up of the Barrister sports scene. Now to our lead story, which is directed to all you student drivers out there. Campus News has continued to follow the student parking situation. Speaking to Marshall Security, it was learned that there's plenty of parking available, which is not being used each morning. The students must show up between 7:15 to 7:30 a.m. to get in. Only about 10 cars show up that early. After 7:30, around 4 more cars show up trying to get in. Many students have complained that 7:30 is too early, and the time should be moved up to 7:45. But the administration feels that if 10 people can show up by 7:30, so can 25. Min?
Thank you, Carrie. The curtain opened yesterday in Marshall High's Little Theater. The Theater Arts Department has put in long and hard hours in preparation of The Curious Savage, a delightful comedy mystery by John Patrick.
Mary, what am I going to do with you? You pulled me right off my coffee. You know there's no rat in the hall.
But Mrs. Savage doesn't. She's bored here, and I intend to make life exciting for her.
Well, thank you.
The hard work has paid off not only for the actors, but for stage crew as well. The set is a beautifully constructed living room. The Curious Savage runs tomorrow night, and again next Friday and Saturday night, promptly at 8 p.m. in the Joseph Sniffen Auditorium. Tickets are only $2.50 and can be purchased either at the student store or at the door. And now for our student question. If you could speak to anyone, dead or alive, who would that person be?
I guess I would talk to my great-great-grandmother because my mom talks about how great she was and how nice she was, and I don't remember anything about her.
I'd probably want to talk to Vytautas Didysis because he's like this, he's like a Lithuanian hero. Elvis Presley.
I will talk to the Pope.
Joan Collins.
Why?
My secret love.
Well, I was thinking of Hitler because I've been going through this evil trip lately, and I just wanted to know what was going on in his mind, you know?
Malcolm X.
Why?
Because just for like 5 minutes, just to hear what he has to say on a personal level, like one-to-one, I guess, yeah.
Dan Quayle!
Gotta be the girl who's played in Lethal Weapon 2. I think she is possibly the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
Ah, yes, the king lives. Well, maybe not, but alive and kicking is Stephanie Smith with sports.
Thanks, Min. Last Friday, for the first time since anyone can remember, a Marshall pitcher pitched a no-hitter. Junior Richard Martinez did not allow one ball to be hit out of the infield by the Belmont Sentinels for 7 innings. And adding insult to greater insult, Marshall crushed Belmont in the process by a score of 21-0. We talked not only to Richard, but also to the team's coach, Mr. Graycole, and to his battery mate, catcher Mark Umamoto, who aided to the team offensively by hitting a 300-foot home run.
Early game, did you feel that you were going to do so well?
Well, actually, my arm wasn't feeling too good, but I pretty much had a feeling that we were going to win this game.
Being up by 10 runs in the 3rd inning, how'd you keep your concentration up?
Well, I didn't really want to think about it. I knew I had it, but I didn't want to think about it too much.
Going into the 7th inning, what did you tell Richard?
Actually, we didn't talk to Richard. I don't even know if Richard knew that he had a no-hitter going, and the guy's it's kind of a superstition not to discuss.
Was this the best game you've ever caught?
Yeah, I guess I'd say it is. It was the best game I ever caught. Anything else?
Congratulations, Richard. That's quite an accomplishment. Unfortunately, the team followed this win with 2 losses to Eagle Rock on Monday, 7-4, and Wednesday, 3-2. The JVs split the week with the Eagles, losing 6-2 on Monday, but coming out ahead 10-7 here at Marshall. The swim team triumphed this week. The boys were victorious over Dorsey High by a score of 64-32. The girls, by reaching the century mark, easily beat Dorsey 100-24. This week was a perfect week for both boys volleyball teams. Monday, they defeated Monroe here at Marshall. This win was followed up with straight set triumphs over the Wilson Mules at their gym. Also Monday, Marshall's golf team was narrowly defeated by Eagle Rock by 3 strokes, but excellent performances were turned in by Young Nam, who is currently the top golfer in the 4A division, and Michael Kim. These two finished with a combined total of 83 over 18 holes. The team made up for this loss by defeating Belmont by 1 single stroke, 209-210. In tennis, the boys varsity team succumbed to Eagle Rock 6-1, although Coach Sidoramia resolved to, quote, get the Eagles back, end quote. The JVs also lost. Finally, last Tuesday, the girls' varsity softball team lost to Eagle Rock by 4 runs. But on an up note, the JV team won again this week by a score of 11-5. Carrie?
Thanks, Steph. This week in entertainment, we have our first here at Campus News. Here's our cinema expert, George Campbell, to give us his professional opinion on the upcoming Oscars this Monday.
Hello and welcome to Campus News' first annual picks for the Academy Awards. I'm our movie reviewer, George Campbell, and let's get right down to business, shall we? We start with these 5 categories, and looking at the bottom, let's just take the supporting actors and actresses out. We don't really need them. That's not that important. So we'll just quick erase job here. And there we go. You know, I've only seen one of these movies for Best Actress, so I really couldn't tell you who's going to win that. And if we don't have Best Actress, might as well eliminate Best Actor. Okay, so we come down to Best Picture here. Before I start, I'd like to say that all of these films I think are great in their own right. They all deserve to be nominated, but only one can win, so I'll be the one to tell you. Driving Miss Daisy, it was more of a play than a movie, I thought, so we'll knock that one out real quickly. Born on the 4th of July. Enough about that Vietnam stuff, huh? We'll eliminate that right now. Alright, that's good. My Left Foot, it was good, but it tried in 2 hours to summarize the life of a man, which it would take much longer. So, maybe not, huh? And down the last 2, Field of Dreams was too outrageous, too unrealistic. It could never happen, so we'll erase that one. Alright, well, seems we have a winner, Dead Poet Society. Good choice. It really got to the depth of the matter. It really brought out all the emotions needed, I thought, for a winning picture. Well, what we have the award. So Robin Williams, if you're watching, come on down. I'll be here all week. I'll be waiting for you.
Thanks, George. Finally, for all your walkers out there, the Interact Club is accepting sign-ups for the Walkathon in room 504, March of Dimes, excuse me, in room 504 at Griffith Park. And remember, no show next week.